allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ace to the OV. I used to move by the OZ. I guess even back then you could call me CEO of the ROC. Fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I be the music biz #1 supplier. Not DOC, but similar to the letters. No one can do it better. I check cheddar like a food inspector. My homie Strick told me, dude, finish your breakfast. So that's what I'ma do. Take you back to the dude with the Lexus. Fast forward the jewels in the necklace. Let me tell you, dudes, what I do to protect this. Shoot at you, act just like movie direction.
The Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, glowing brightly in a beautiful night. It's home to Tinseltown and the Lakers, Los Angeles, California, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the Staples Center. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. I'm Kevin Harlan. A quick check of our starting lineups. State Farm shows who will hit the floor first. And as we break down the game, let's take a look here at Steve Nash.
Well, of course, anytime you talk about Nash, his outstanding court vision and creative passing is the first thing that comes to mind. But, of course, he's also one of the best shooters the game has ever seen.
Steve, you mentioned the creativity he brings. Despite the flair, he's really quite fundamentally sound. He's excellent with his decision-making and understanding of how to create scoring opportunities for him and his team.
Well, there's some very popular destinations for free agents around the league. Chicago, New York, Miami. But for me, the Lakers are still the premier market for players. You know, big city, a history of winning with the Laker organization, and fantastic weather, of course.
And World Peace kicks to Kobe. Can't get it to go. On defense, the Lakers. Hill passes to Granger. From down in the low post, it goes. Granger's got the opening field goal of the game for the Pacers. And Steve, to follow up on your point, the whole aspect of Hollywood has always been a big lure for the Lakers as far as recruiting Clark free agents.
We've seen it over the years with all the big names they've gotten assigned in free agency. No doubt about it, the Lakers are still one of those destination teams for a lot of players in the league.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. I asked him what he'd most like to see from his team today, and he told me we'd really like to keep Pau Gasol under wraps in this one. He went on to explain that Gasol can take over games with his efficiency on the offensive end, and the key to their win will be getting a hand in his face every time. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Well, Dwight Howard, without argument, is the best center in the NBA. It's not even close. When you look at the impact he has at both ends of the floor, but particularly defensively, he's in a league of his own. I tell you, they might have to make a defensive adjustment. They can't give him that kind of a look from beyond the arc.
Here's Nash. Outside, Kobe. Over George. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Nash. And for Howard, already the best center in the league. Clark, would you say he's a finished product yet?
No way, Kevin. I mean, he's very improved from when he first got into the league. More polished in his offensive game, dominant on the glass and blocking shots, which has been a big part of who he is. But I still think he's got significant room to grow, passing better, and also getting better at the free throw line. Increasing that percentage a few points would be a huge plus.
Paul George grabs the miss.
So hard not to go for it when you see that chance at the alley-oop.
Bet he wishes he hadn't, though.
Hill kicks to Hibbert. It's back to Hill. Granger outside. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
What a performance, Kevin. It seems like every three he shoots is falling for him. He's in the zone.
Outside, World Peace. Granger covering. And it's Meta World Peace with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Here's Hill. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, and very aggressive, too, keeping the defense off balance with their ball movement. I like the way they look. Right from the get-go, they've been shooting the ball extremely well.
Well, I think it's a matter of just continuing to knock down shots like that. They'll get the W here, no question about it.
Now here's Kobe. Fades back. That's good. Kobe's got 6.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Hill kicks it to West. On the wing, Granger. And Gasol comes to help. No good from West.
And I'm not sure anybody had a more difficult job than Mike Brown last year. Obviously a big market with stars on its roster, but more importantly, replacing a legend and trying to change the offensive system. Remember, the Lakers ran the triangle for about a decade.
Here's Hill. Steve Nash making his last shot. And it's the Lakers on the break. Kobe's got the ball. Howard. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Howard's got his first 2 points. And Mike Brown changing that offensive system. Triangle, kind of an equal opportunity offense in a system where everyone touches the ball. But in Coach Brown's system, Steve, much more responsibility really put on the point guard.
And that's why I think the addition of Steve Nash will help so much, Kevin. Nash is used to having the ball in his hands all the time, directing traffic, really creating plays. And so the Lakers will be able to rely on Nash to set the table. I thought a season ago they were really struggling offensively as a team, trying to figure out where they were going to score and how they were going to attack defenses.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Gasol. Shot clock at 5. Nash, he's guarded by Hill. From the line, and Steve Nash again. Nash has got 6.
And again, the lead changes hands.
Yep, back and forth we go, Steve. I mean, back and forth, neither side caving in.
Now here's Howard. And it's the Lakers on the break. Nash with it. West picks him up, and it's Howard finishing it off.
That's turning good defense into quick offense, Clark.
And that's the way to operate. Get up the court quickly. Don't waste any time. Whenever you have a chance to go fast.
Here's Hill, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Now Hill, Granger left side. Bunny shot, again Indiana.
You know, this has been his quarter here. Still hasn't missed the mark yet.
And it's the Lakers ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Nash kicks to World Peace. Over Granger. Again, the Lakers.
Both sides really coming out of the gate firing.
Guys, they look like they were raring to go in this one. A lot of offense early on.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. The Pacers making a switch here. Hansbrough's checked in. Pacers trail by 3. Granger with the screen for Hill. Granger covered by World Peace. 16 feet away. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And Nash, here we go. Nash gets a screen from Howard. Nash dishes to Howard. It's stolen by Hill. Here's George. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
He just lives above the rim. I mean, dunks like that have become routine for him.
Now here's Kobe. He has 6. Back to World Peace. Fires from the wing. The shot is off.
Well, use his body well to lean around the defender. It's always going to be difficult to convert that shot, though.
Hill passes to West, and it's blocked by Gasol.
He's really struggling in this quarter right now. They need to think about getting the ball out of his hand.
And it's Nash missing.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. You know, the Pacers as a franchise had a slow start when they joined the NBA in the mid-'70s. But from the 90s until today, Kevin, they've been a pretty consistent presence in the playoffs.
The Lakers trail. And here's Kobe. Howard with the screen on George. Kobe goes in. West with the steal. And George kicks to Hill. That drops. Hill's got his second bucket. Yeah, you're right, Clark. Some great teams those Pacers had in the 90s. Still, the team is looking for the first title, Steve, in the NBA. They have won it.
Had multiple ABA titles.
Exactly. Good point. And Steve, they're trying to do it now in this league.
Well, they've been close, but they just haven't been able to get over the hump. A little bit like the Phoenix Suns in the West. You know, two franchises that have been very, very good, but just haven't been able to win the big one.
And Hill, no good on that one.
And, of course, the Lakers shipped off Lamar Odom before last season started. And just got a late first-round pick from Dallas in return. Not exactly what you would expect in terms of you know, a player of Lamar Odom's caliber. You would think they could have done better with that deal.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
And Augustine kicks to Green. Hansbrough inside. And that one's good. Hansbrough's got his first points in this one. Now Blake. The Lakers ended up being fine with how they played, but really, as you said, it seems like they missed out on getting more in return.
Yeah, the whole trade appeared to be sort of a panic move. I mean, they didn't play well early, but ultimately adjusted. And I think that trade definitely hurt them early last season.
Hill kicks to Hansbrough. Rebound by Antoine Jamison.
This has been a strong statement by them, the way they've come out and attacked the glass early.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. I love the physical play, the fact that they're taking the game right to their opponents.
Now here is Augustine. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Lets it fly. Hansbrough. Here's Mahinmi. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Pacers lead by 4.
And a really poor job boxing out there, guys. A momentary lapse in concentration, I think.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Well, and you know, you'll take what you can from him from the foul line. A season ago, he shot in that low 60% range.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
That free throw good from Mahinmi.
You know, the Pacers had that 4 or 5 year stretch where things went south after that brawl in the Palace. But if you look at their team now, the last couple of years, they've really built a strong young core. And it's paid off. They're becoming one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference.
Barnes can't get it to go. And here's Indiana. They're on a 13-5 run here. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Lakers. World Peace comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Nash in for Steve Blake. Augustine against Nash. Augustine dishes to Mahinmi. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Meeks. Over Green. And it's rejected. Augustine with it. Back to George. Over Jamison. A nice shot by George. And Steve, you're right about Clark. If you're a Pacer fan, you have to like the direction this team is headed. A lot of talent, Clark, in a lot of spots.
Well, keeping all that talent will be a concern at some point, but right now they are young and have depth, so you can't ask for much more if you're a fan of the team. A lot of promise looking ahead.
Lakers working the ball around now. Jamison, no luck.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
Now here's Granger. 13 points in the game. Here's Mahinmi. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And it's a 9-point Pacer lead.
They continue to barrel their way inside. And when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Staples Center was just an unwelcoming venue all around last season, and the Lakers did their part by defending the home court not only with pride, but passion too.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Gasol comes in for Metta World Peace, and Kobe is subbed in for Jody Meeks. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Indiana. Hill comes in for George. Now here's Gasol. Barnes passes to Nash. The feed now to Kobe. Jamison inside. Granger covering. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Lakers always tough, as you mentioned, Clark, here at home. And last year, no different. Ended up 26-7 here inside the Staples Center. It was a big part, Steve, of why they were able to win the Pacific Division.
Well, any team that is a serious championship contender, Kevin, is going to control its home floor. And the Lakers, despite the fact that they lost in the conference semifinals, they were a contender, and they controlled their home floor pretty much all season long.
Kobe kicks to Nash. Over Hill. And there's Nash. That's good on the assist from Kobe. Kobe's got 3 assists now in this one. There's the dish to Hibbert. He's up against Gasol. And it's Hibbert missing. Lakers trail by 7. Kobe kicks to Gasol. Kicks it to Barnes. Pass to Nash. There's the pass to Barnes. Back to Nash. Barnes dishes to Nash. Hibbert pulls it in.
Really high quality shot there. Just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
Here's Granger. The 7-footer falls. Granger's got 15.
Well, he's smart. He's getting good shots and he's knocking them down.
No good on that last second attempt there. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter.
The
Pacers lead by 9. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. Pacers out in front, up 9.
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. DJ Augustine out there with George Hill. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. Then there's Tyler Hansbrough. And it's Green in at the 3 spot.
And Ian Mahinmi last year playing the first really consistent minutes of his career. And I thought it went really well. He's developed that mid-range jump shot. He can rebound, he can defend, and did a nice job of stepping into that void left by the departure of Tyson Chandler.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, I think it's accurate to call the Dwight Howard situation a saga, and it has, at least for the moment, calmed down. A trade to the Los Angeles Lakers has now thrust them squarely into the championship picture. First, the acquisition of star point guard Steve Nash, and now the best center in the league. The tough Western Conference just got tougher. Kevin?
The story of the offseason, no question. Thank you, Doris. The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Well, pretty good numbers for this club a year ago, Kevin. 78% as a team from the free throw line.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
And going back to Mahinmi, finally showing in his 4th season that he's a player, Clark, worthy of consistent minutes.
Yeah, big men, as I've said all along, take a little more time, and that's the reality with players coming into the league, especially at a younger age. I mean, the old standby was a player showed you what he'd be by his 3rd season, but nowadays with some of these guys coming in at 18, 19, 20 years old, it might be 4 or 5 seasons.
Well, he loves to put a little extra something on his dunks, just to see folks' reaction.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Steve, the game is supposed to be fun. That's why they call it a game. You can tell he enjoys making everybody go crazy. Well, that certainly sent a ripple through the crowd.
And alley-oop always does that. One of the most beautiful plays you'll see in all of basketball. It's impossible not to be impressed.
Yep, very exciting play to see that.
Especially when it ends with that big slam like that one.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Blake with it. George picks him up. Jamison with a screen on George. He kicks to Meeks. Lets it go with the three. Here's Howard, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Howard's got 8 points.
And that's why you love this guy. I mean, tremendous work on the offensive boards. He just gets you second chance points.
And Augustine kicks it to West. That's good. That's 6 points for him.
Carving them up inside there, Kevin. I mean, the defense has been vulnerable in there.
Yeah, that's 3 straight field goals in the paint area. That's really good offense.
Howard, defended by West. No block shot. Offensive rebound. And Howard with the stuff.
There's no stopping him when he gets to the basket like that. You can't foul him in time. Just get out of the way.
Lakers shooting their first free throw of the game.
You have a very average shooting team in terms of the free throw line, about 76% a year ago.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Meta World Peace, he's checked in for Jamison. And it's Nash in for Jody Meeks. Then for the Pacers, Hibbert comes in for David West. And it's Granger in for Green. Free throw good, Howard.
And I think a big change for the Pacers, and one of the reasons they've become one of the better teams in the East, was the addition of David West. You know, he just brought some leadership that was much needed for a very young Pacers roster.
He feeds it to Augustine. Here's Hansbrough. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. And the Pacers lead by 6. Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Goes up off the...
What a throwdown. Incredible. Well, that's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Sprite. Feeds to Hibbert. Dishes to Granger. Back to Hibbert.
Well, we'll see what happens here. You got to be aware that's your second foul. The question is, do you keep him on the floor or not? And guys, I think Roy Hibbert is one of the best stories from a year ago. First-time All-Star. He worked so hard to strengthen his lower body. And then you see the difference as far as what it meant to him at both ends of the floor. Really throwing his weight around inside, but also using that skill to step outside.
Free throw, good, Hibbert. And Roy Hibbert out of Georgetown, 7'2", and even among NBA players, you see him walk out on the court and you think, man, is this guy big.
And Kevin, he's gotten better at using that size, that big body of his, both offensively and defensively. He really did a good job of being able to defend and protect the paint aggressively without fouling as much as he did in his first 3 years.
And the basket good.
He can cause the defense just so many problems. There aren't many ways to slow him down.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. George sets a screen for Hill. Makes the lead pass. And George kicks to Augustine. Over Nash. Augustine, no luck.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Nash drives in. Over Hill. Shot is off. Hill with some nice D. Howard against Augustine. Hibbert, the pass to Augustine. Howard with the block. Now here's Kobe. He's got 11. Right side, Kobe. Goes for the alley-oop.
Boy, they saw the opening for that alley-oop, guys, and they didn't waste any time.
Well, those openings don't stay there for long, that's for sure.
That's right. It's got to be an immediate play because those defenses are so fast.
Now Augustine looking for his first bucket of the game. Right side George. 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off from deep three-point range, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Kobe kicks to World Peace. Leaps for it. Kobe dishes to Nash. Passes it to World Peace. On the wing, Kobe. Over Granger. Kobe. That's good. Kobe's got 13 points. Here's Augustine. Back to Granger. Covered by Barnes. And here's Augustine. And it's sent back by Howard.
A very rough quarter for him as not much is falling right now.
Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. 10 points for Nash. Indiana trailing here. Timeout called the Pacers.
Well, you knew that Dwight Howard had his days in Orlando numbered. That was clear. You just didn't know where he would end up. But his move to this team definitely was the big story of the offseason.
Pau Gasol stepped in for Dwight Howard. And the Pacers also making a change. Green, he's checked in for Augustine. Backing down is Hibbert. George. There's the pick. Hill kicks to Granger. Covered by Barnes. They need this. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Well, getting back to Howard again, I mean, anytime you have a chance to get probably the best center in the league, it's a huge deal, and I think you just go for it. You do whatever it takes to get him. So I think this is a coup. I mean, Howard's had his problems. He had the back issue last year, all the controversy as he tried to get out of Orlando, but in the end, this guy is a monster, the best defensive player in the NBA, and really right in his prime.
Here's Hill. Outside, George. Clock at 6. The shot, no good.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
I like that foul. You don't want to give up an easy 2 in transition.
No, you don't want to give up a layup. Make him earn them from the stripe, and maybe you get a break and he makes only one of the free throws or misses them both.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Antoine Jameson's checked in for the Lakers. Then for the Pacers, Mahimi's checked in for Hibbert. Hansbrough comes in for Danny Granger. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Paul George. The free throw drops for Kobe.
You know, with the Lakers, it's all about winning titles. Anything else is considered a disappointment. They were tested early, though.
And the Pacers call time here. We go back to that matchup for the Lakers against Denver. Kobe's illness, the stomach flu, our test out with the suspension. Meta World Peace, you know, had gotten the late regular season suspension with the elbow to the side of the head of James Harden. Steve, they were certainly facing their struggles.
Yeah, and those struggles caught up to them in the next round, Kevin, when they lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder, the younger, more talented team winning in that one. So for the Lakers, you know, moving forward, they've got a lot of talent, but it's aging talent. And sooner or later, they're going to have to get younger on that roster.
Hansbrough working against Jamison. Shot to stop the drought. Indiana again missing.
And they needed that hoop to try to stop this run.
They just seem to keep coming up empty. They've got to slow it down and get a good shot.
Now here's Jamison. Green with the rebound. Jamison against Hill. He dishes it to Hansbrough. Here's Green. Nailed from three-point land.
He had no luck from the three-point line earlier, so maybe this one will give him some momentum.
Nash the pass to Jamison. Barnes. Back to Jamison. He passes to Nash. Inside to Gasol. That's good. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Attacking the paint again and again.
You know, they're getting whatever they want. I mean, 8 straight points coming inside.
Hill left side. Now the feed to Green. Left block shot on the way. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Green's got 6. Kobe against Hill. Kobe dishes to Nash. Here's Gasol. The second chance bucket is good. He's got 6.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Now here is Augustine. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. And Hansbrough kicks to Augustine. Over Nash. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Points in the paint have been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside.
Well, they're seeing no resistance defensively in the paint area, so the defense has got to be tougher.
Green against Barnes. Ring shot on the way. It's rebounded by Indiana. Augustine with it, picked up by Kobe. Lobs it up there.
There's one thing about the alley-oop. You can't fire the pass in there. You've got to have some air under that pass. It needs a little hang time.
That's exactly right. A lot of finesse, just like that one was. Perfectly thrown.
And that's what makes the play so much fun to watch. There's finesse on the front end, but then power on the end.
The dish to Nash. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Jamison. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Nash has got 5 assists in the game. Nash against Augustine. .152 left to play here in the half. Here's Green. Drills the elbow jumper. Green's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He may single-handedly bring his team back, guys. What a fantastic quarter he's having.
And the Lakers call time here.
Well, it's interesting. Indiana is known for being a hotbed of basketball. And in recent years, the Pacers have not drawn well, in large part because I didn't think their teams were very likable. But that's changed. The current Pacer group is a hard-working, unselfish team, and I think they're fun to watch.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Gasol. World Peace comes in for Antoine Jamison. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Kobe. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Steve Nash. There's 1:40 left in the first half. Howard, defended by West, deflects the pass. Blake kicks to Meeks. 6 on the shot clock. World Peace with a screen on Green. Nice job coming off that screen. The unselfishness you mentioned, Steve, with this Pacers group. They really play team basketball, and they look out for each other.
And, Kevin, a big part of it is they don't really have a superstar that they're built around. They are just a good...
Oh!
Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great.
Guys, I'm going to need just a second to get myself together here.
Leaves you speechless, doesn't it, Clark? Huh? Wow.
Man, I don't blame you, Clark. That dunk was unbelievable.
Kicks to Barnes. The pass to Blake. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Meeks. Headed by Green. Meeks, good.
Looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Pacers trail by 4. Augustine off the pick from George. Here's Green, and good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Well, after a slow first quarter, he's starting to pick it up a bit here.
Blake passes to Howard. Barnes dishes to World Peace. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. And the basket by Blake.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Granger, good.
You gotta love to see that kind of range. He's been lighting it up from outside.
No good trying to beat the buzzer. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Your Lakers lead by 1. And it's time now for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll be back shortly to get the second half underway.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, I'm Damon Bruce. A great game going on out at Staples Center. The Los Angeles Lakers in front against Indiana. They've been having their way inside. A huge lead when it comes to points in the paint, making it very hard to defend against them. Kobe scoring with ease against Indiana. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. Good overall, also, though, for the Pacers. They've benefited from some excellent contribution from their bench, providing scoring in bunches when called upon. It's been a major advantage. Danny Granger with a phenomenal first half. We've come to expect performances like this one from him, and that'll be our report. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope to see you next time.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Kobe having just a fantastic game. 18 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them. You know what? It was the polar opposite of a slow start for him. He was instantly on fire in this game.
He really was just an offensive dynamo in the first half.
Kobe and men of the wings with the big Pau Gasol at the 4. Howard is out there with Nash. That's the group for Mike Brown as we get going here in the second half. Pass to Howard. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got his 5th assist in this one.
Boy, what an amazing career Kobe Bryant has had. Last year, he was a close second place in the league in scoring average, passing Shaquille O'Neal to become 5th all-time on the NBA scoring list. And at 34 years of age, Kobe's got a chance to climb that leaderboard even further before it's all said and done.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Tries for the alley-oop. Howard. And Gasol gets it to go. Gasol's got 8 points. Pacers trail by 3. But going back to Kobe, as he's gotten older, you see him working much more in the post and coming off screens. He's still, Clark, putting up great numbers. Finished second in scoring, in fact, last year. But he's still doing it a little bit differently than he did when he was a younger man.
Well, Kevin, he said he's not going to hang around past his prime, but he's doing everything he can to make adjustments to extend his prime.
Hill with it. Started now by Nash. And West backs in. Hibbert up top. Outside, George. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Granger outside. Over world peace. Danny Granger, the bucket on the assist from David West. And that's now 20 points for Danny Granger. Nash against Hill. Nash kicks to Gasol. West is there. Open look. It's blocked. For the lead, Danny Granger again. Granger's got 22.
Boy, he's been so dependable here this game, really playing well offensively.
Nash kicks to Howard. Kobe defended by George. Kobe with the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 1. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
I'm looking over there at Steve. He's enjoying every second of it, Clark.
Yeah, me too. Man, this has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
And that one's good. Pacers trail by 3. Outside Hill. Back to Granger. Over world peace. Granger misses.
Another board, just continuing to add to that big rebound margin.
And it's a bit ironic, guys. I mean, you would think the score wouldn't be so close the way they're dominating the glass, but this one is still in the balance.
And Meta World Peace again. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Hill with it. Back to George. He kicks it to Hibbert. Outside Hill. He feeds it to George. Gets it to go. George has got 6.
Made that one look easy, didn't they?
Kobe kicks to Nash. In low to Howard. Goes straight out, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Step aside, step aside. We've got the big fella coming through.
That is a powerful brand of basketball right there.
Man, an amazing putback. You just love the effort from this guy.
Hibbert is guarded by Howard. Good look. And Hibbert with the basket on the assist by Hill.
And that's 6 straight points now, guys, coming on the inside.
Yeah, taking it right at him. This is a great effort we're seeing.
World Peace, the pass to Howard. Back to World Peace. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And that's now 11 points for Meta World Peace. Now here is Hill. George dishes to Hibbert. Rejected by Howard. Dishes it to Hibbert. 6 to shoot. Granger outside. Over World Peace. Again, Indiana.
Guys, he's really shot the ball well. It's definitely not his fault they find themselves trailing in this.
Now Nash. 10 points for him. This all setting the pick for Nash. Back to Kobe. Defended by George. A leaner. It's blocked. Tries again. Granger against World Peace. Here's West. Hits it. Well done on the second effort. Now just a 2-point Laker lead. Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Lobs the alley-oop pass. Howard, defended by George.
I like that. Attack and create the contact.
Very nearly had an and-one opportunity there. Good aggressive move.
At the line for your Lakers.
And for my money, guys, David West is really the epitome of an old school player. His game is old school, low to the ground, tough, physical, no nonsense. He's a power forward that's a throwback, but he also has great touch out to 18 or 19 feet.
First free throw is good. The Lakers making a switch here. Jamison's checked in. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Hibbert. Hansbrough comes in for David West. Green, he's checked in for George. And DJ Augustine subbed in for George Hill. And Kobe drops them both.
He's one of the best free throw shooters in the league, and this game no different. He's making each trip to the line count.
And Augustine kicks to Mahimi. Feeds it to Granger. Granger left side. Mahimi misses in close.
And the other thing about David West, he's a good ball handler, so you can go to him on the perimeter, run some dribble handoffs. He can get around you offensively. And he can do it without turning the ball over. So West, a nice option offensively.
Lakers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And the Lakers making a change here. Blake's checked in.
You know, guys, every year they take a survey of NBA GMs, and one of the questions last year was, who's the toughest player in the league? Kobe Bryant got the most votes, and it wasn't even close.
And here's Augustine. Here's Green. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine.
Gerald Green.
Green's got 18 points in the game. Going back to Kobe Bryant and his toughness, he plays through injuries that other players, it seems like, Clark succumbed to.
Yeah, broken fingers, and he had a torn ligament in his wrist last season on his shooting hand, no less, and found a way to play through it. He's got a strong will to play.
They may have to start looking for some other options because he's really struggling out there.
Green with the ball. Picked up by Kobe. The drop step. Green, no luck. Lakers leading by 4. Kobe goes in. The rebound by Hansbrough.
Tell you, the defense was right there just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And Augustine kicks to Hansbrough. That's good. Wow, just a 2-point Laker lead.
Again, they attack the hoop from the lane, and it's been really good to them.
Yeah, they're getting whatever they want down there. That's 4 of their last 5 buckets coming in the paint area.
Kobe is screen on Augustine. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
You cannot afford to make mistakes like that here in a tight game.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Gasol. Barnes comes in for Antoine Jamison. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Kobe. And it's Nash in for Steve Blake. Indiana also making some changes. Paul George, he's checked in for Granger. And George Hills subbed in for Green. Hansbrough covered by Barnes. He nails it, and we're tied up. Hansbrough's got 8 points.
Well, they keep going right back to the paint, and who can blame them? I mean, they're getting it done in there.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 buckets, guys, have come from inside the lane area, so I'd expect them to continue to go inside right at the defense.
Puts it up from 17. Good.
Metta World Peace.
And that's 13 points for Metta World Peace.
Looking much more comfortable out on the floor here in the second half.
Hill passes to Mahinmi. Passes it to Augustine. They set the pick. Doubled by Howard. He dishes it to George. For the lead. Shot is off. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Barnes dishes to Nash. He passes to Howard. He's against Hansbrough. The feed to Barnes. Pacers with the rebound. Mahinmi's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Hill. Dish now to Hansbrough. Kicks it to Augustine. With 1 on the clock. Shot denied. Here's Meeks. Defended by George. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got his 3rd rebound tonight. For the finish. Oh!
Look out!
Watch out below. Wow.
You know, that's something he's capable of every trip down.
And it's just impossible to get tired of.
Yeah, there's always this excitement, this aura that surrounds him, guys, and the crowd senses it.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Sprite. And there's the pass to World Peace. Falls back and brings the fadeaway jumper. World Peace has got 11 in the second half. Outside Hill. Hansbrough setting the pick for Hill. With the lead pass. And Hansbrough slams it in.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
Here's Nash. He's got 10. Here's Meeks. The Pacers pull it in. Hansbrough's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Now here is Augustine. Guarded closely. Puts up the baby hook. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Nash kicks to Meeks. Back to Nash. Lakers working the ball around now. Barnes passes to Howard. Rises up and throws it down.
Throwing it it down with one hand and making it look easy.
Easy and fun. He just thrives on making the D look silly.
Yep, which is something he does pretty often, Kevin.
Augustine with it. Outside, George. Connects on the 17-footer. George has got 6 here in this quarter. The Lakers shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Makes the alley-oop pass, and it's Howard finishing it off.
I don't think it's possible to make a better pass than that, guys.
And he finished so well, Clark, too. Not too shabby on that jam.
Not bad at all.
And it takes perfect timing to pull off that alley-oop, but these two guys seem to have that synergy between each other.
Right side Hill. Mahinmi kicks to Augustine. And here's Hill for it went right down as the buzzer sounded.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know how he has the poise to make that shot look so easy.
Yep, and that's the most exciting play in basketball, guys. The buzzer beater. Unbelievable.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pacers up. Fourth quarter getting going here. It's time for the Sprite Uncontainable Game. Doris Burke at the report. Hi, Doris.
Hey, Kevin, our Uncontainable Game Award goes to the Pacers bench. Effort and energy, exactly what they're called upon to provide, is exactly what they brought to this game. Coach is thrilled with that kind of effort, guys.
And, Doris, they've definitely been aided by some tremendous production and help from the bench.
Absolutely, Kevin. The reserves have made a huge contribution here tonight just as soon as they were called on, and they haven't missed a beat. I'll tell you what, you can tell the coach was really counting on them to be a major part of the game plan.
Well, I don't know if they were supposed to be or expected to be this big a part of the plan, but it still worked out beautifully for them.
And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. The front line, Danny Granger, David West, and Roy Hibbert. DJ Augustine out there with Green. Here's Hibbert, a terrific shot on the turnaround. And the Pacers lead by 1. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, fellas. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot.
And another basket for the Lakers.
Yeah, and he's such a clutch player, too. Relishes these big moments with the clock winding down and games up for grabs. That's when he tends to want the ball and create something, and more often than not, deliver.
And the other thing about him that stands out is his body control in the air. Some guys are strong on the ground. This guy is strong in the air and can improvise his shot if he needs to.
And the Lakers with some changes. Meta World Peace, he's checked in for Howard. And it's Nash in for Steve Blake. The Pacers also changing it up. Tyler Hansbrough checked in for Hibbert. Paul George comes in for Green, and George Hills subbed in for Augustine. Hill dishes to Granger. Over World Peace. The shot's good from Granger. Granger's got 26.
Just an unbelievable display of offense here today.
Well, it seems like every shot that goes up finds its way to the hoop. I mean, every player is sharp and on target.
World Peace, the pass to Gasol. Pass to Jamison. Back to Gasol. Good luck. A second chance effort. And Jamison with a nice bucket inside.
And it's been back and forth here.
Yeah, it's been tit for tat. Both teams trading shots and trading leads.
Outside, George. He feeds it to West. Working on Jamison. Jumps up. An easy 2 points on the layup.
You know, if their plan was to keep going inside a ton, it sure has paid off. I mean, it seems like every bucket they get is in the lane.
Well, no reason to take an outside shot if you're scoring at will from inside the paint.
Gasol's in the post. And the rebound goes to Danny Granger. Indiana leading. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And the basket by Hill. Here's Nash. On the wing, Kobe. Kobe draws the double. World peace. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Kobe. There's the three. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Now, here is Hill. Three-pointer, Granger. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And it's 29 points for Danny Granger.
And that's his first three of the second half after really lighting it up beyond the arc in the first.
Jamison kicks to Kobe. Back to Jamison. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And the shot is good. 34 points for Kobe Bryant.
He's been hot here in the fourth, contributing big at the right time.
Well, he's basically hitting everything he's throwing up there. 4 for 4 shooting here in the quarter.
There's a whistle that goes on Tyler Hansbrough. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, you like it when a guy goes hard to the boards, but you have to be smart. He went right over his back on that one. Not a good play.
I think he was just over anxious that time.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Antoine Jamison. Nash kicks to world peace. Granger covering. And it's Meta world peace with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Pacers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Hill kicks to Hansbrough. He kicks to George. Hansbrough inside. Over Gasol. Hansbrough misses.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
Kobe kicks to Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not?
Nash against Hill. Dishes it to Granger. Over world peace. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Kobe with it. George picks him up. Kobe kicks to Nash. Over Hansbrough. And there's Nash. That's good on the assist from Kobe. And 12 points for Nash.
And the pace has really ramped up in the second half.
Steve, I like the re-energized effort here. I mean, it's been a battle.
Back to Granger. Outside Hill. Hill gets a screen from Granger. Hill dishes to Granger. Goes up to the stripe. Indiana again missing. Lakers leading by 3. Nash drives in. Back to Howard. Howard down with both hands.
I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all he needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those chances, guys.
Yeah, that's what he does. He is a high flyer.
Nash against Hill. Feeds it to George. Granger left side. Over Howard. Indiana again missing.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Nash against Hill. Nash the pass to Kobe. Over George. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Nash. Nash has got his 8th assist in the game. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. West. The shot from the low post is good. West has got 4 points in the quarter.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
Outside Gasol. Gasol, a screen on Hill. Nash kicks to Kobe. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Pacers trail by 7. Now Hill outside. George. Passes it to Granger. Covered by World Peace. Fires from 14. Granger, good. Granger's got 13 points in the second half.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Kobe goes in. And yes, sir, that one drops. Kobe's got 40 points.
He's done an outstanding job all game long. Absolutely a great job of finding an opening against the defense.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Well, just too many easy buckets, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
Well, after all those struggles in the first half, he has really picked it up here in the second.
Nash kicks to Gasol. World Peace. Granger covering. And here's World Peace. Buries it down low. World Peace has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Here's Hill. Outside, George. Right side, George. From deep. And the Pacers another three.
Well, he wasn't going to miss that. I mean, they were way too late to get to him out there.
And the Lakers call time here.
How about Paul George? Since he got into the NBA, he's grown a couple of inches. He's now 6'10". And as a swingman, that's just great size. Phenomenal athlete, can guard pretty much anybody on the court.
Here's Nash. Just one more assist and he'll have the double-double.
I love the awareness he's shown in the half court tonight.
That's tipped. And Paul George taken with the 11th pick in the 2010 NBA draft. Clark, if you look back at that class, do you think if they did it over, he'd go higher?
I don't know if he would or not, but I'm certainly glad he fell where he did to number 10 and for the Indiana Pacers, because I think he's got a chance to be a star at both ends of the floor. It's a matter of commitment to the extra work and keeping his feet on the ground, staying humble and hungry. If he does that, the kid's got a chance to be a special player. They've done a great job of controlling the boards in this one, Kevin.
Gasol dishes to Kobe. Out to Nash. He dishes it to World Peace. And there's the feed to Kobe.
Shooting from Los Angeles, Kobe Bryant. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Pacers trail by 6. Hill with it. Outside, George. It's back to Hill. Just 4 to shoot. He passes to Hibbert. From the wing, he squares up and sinks it. Hibbert's got 4 points this quarter. The Lakers with the ball. Now here's Kobe. Howard setting the pick for Kobe. World Peace the pass to Kobe. defended by George. Fades away. Here's Gasol. A strong effort on the rebound. Nets their second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 6. And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 6. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. .143 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Granger. Rebound the Lakers.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, big margin for them in the rebounding department. They completely dominated the boards here. I like the way that he has really stayed aggressive from that three-point line after not making a single one before the halftime.
Gets it to go. Granger's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Kobe with it. He's picked up by Hill. Backing down is Bryant. It's a look. Hill with some nice D.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Over Howard. And it's sent back by Howard. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. And 1:01 left here in the fourth quarter. And the basket by Hill. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
Nash kicks to Howard. The dish to World Peace. Kicks to Kobe. Just 3 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And the Lakers tack on 2 more. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And George kicks it to West. He's up against Gasol. Releases. West misses. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
At the line for your Lakers, Kobe Bryant. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Matt Barnes is checked in for the Lakers. The Pacers also changing it up. Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for Hibbert. And it's Green in for Danny Granger. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Pacers. They trail by 8. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, talk all they want, but I just don't see a way for them to get back into the game here.
You know what? I don't know if there's a 10-point play out there, and that being the case, this one is finne, over.
Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Kobe. Here's Hill. Passes to Hansbrough. That one goes. Count it. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jody Meeks. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. so he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And here is Hill. Outside, George launches a three. Here's Hansbrough, and Gasol sends it back. And so the Lakers take the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwight Howard.
I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have superpowers, rap 225,000 hours. Get a calculator, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that made you move, yeah.